You have to stop procrastinating, and I struggle with it too. And here is a way that I was able to overcome part of it. I still struggle with it, but there is something you can do. You can take an action to resolve it. Let me show you what that is. Basically, you need to write it down in a journal. I have a bullet journal. You can use like a small notebook. You can use your phone. No, I don't recommend phone. You need a physical place where you can dump it. You can dump your thoughts, insecurities, whatever is overwhelming you. Write it down. If there are 1,000 tasks that you are supposed to complete and those are the things keep you from doing the task because thinking about it you're overwhelmed, you end up not doing anything. So that's why analog note and dumping all your items into there helps. It's not a to-do list, but at least you can free up your mind from constantly thinking about it and worrying about it, because procrastination happens because of a mental state. You are in a unfamiliar or uncomfortable state and you want to come out of it, so you easily get distracted because you want to move from that state of discomfort into something more enjoyable, at least for a shorter period of time. So you go and check your phone, look at something just to distract yourself, but then it ends up being scrolling infinitely or for a longer period, and then you end up spending time there and still none of your tasks are getting done, and you pile up more stuff and the cycle continues. So I wrote down the procrastination theory here based on multiple resources, YouTube videos, online research, things that I was looking for a solution. And what is it? What is the definition of a procrastination? As per one of the resources, it says it's the act of putting a task or a goal to a later time, even though you know you should do it. So basically postponing it, doing it and keeping it in the back burner and not taking an action right now. So one of the items that I was struggling with is to consistently post videos onto my channels. I have two channels. So I have one that is project management related and this channel where I post general stuff. Recently I got an email from YouTube that I am slightly behind the 4,000 hour for the monetization eligibility for it to be continued. Basically it is 4,000 hours to get that YouTube AdSense. It's not a big deal, but if you lose it, then I feel like YouTube will stop promoting the videos because it's not making money even for YouTube. So that's why I wanted to continue post onto that channel, even though I'm not that much keen on doing bike related videos anymore. So I was thinking I'll pivot and use that channel to talk about general stuff like these that I'm struggling with in a day-to-day basis, and hope it will serve someone else who is struggling with the same issues that I am going through. So why do we procrastinate? I think in my opinion it's our fear, it's our anxiety. There is something that there is a deadline and we are like in the back of the mind thinking, yeah, I can still do it. I might need 30 minutes to do it. So you are underestimating it, and when you really get to start doing it, you realize it takes way more than 30 minutes than that you initially thought. You keep on not working on it. So there is no motivation at the end of that task, because maybe it's something that you have to do as part of your work, or it's something that you have to do but nobody is gonna call you and say, hey, you did a good job, because it's a mundane day-to-day task. So that might be another reason why you procrastinate. So how do you overcome that? So that's the key point, right? So one is you have to take action and get the things done, so you're not putting it on the back burner. The most efficient way, I have a tool. It's this one. So this is a kitchen timer, and it's also called Pomodoro. Pomodoro in Italian means tomatoes. So because it's in the shape of the tomato, you have timer here. So you can just set it to maybe 5 minutes, and it's so satisfying to hear that ticking noise. It feels that time is ticking and you need to get to it faster. And what I find it working the best is I typically set it to 20 minutes or 25 minutes, and that way when it is done, I'll be already in a flow state, meaning whatever I was doing, I am now into it in 20 minutes. So even though if it's not finished, I'll keep on doing it. So that's the best way that I found useful. But for me, even beyond that, another important thing is you have to, tip number 2, you have to block your calendar to do certain tasks. So for example, if you're at work and you were supposed to, let's say, complete a training, and if you haven't blocked a time, like let's say 30 minutes on your calendar, you're most likely not gonna get it done because you think like, okay, I'll do it later, and that later never comes. Some other priority item comes on your plate. You then forget about it and you don't remember that you had a training pending until you start getting reminders and follow up from others to complete the training. So step 1 is, if you are not able to find the motivation to start, just set a timer for 20 minutes and say, whether I finish it or not, I'm gonna spend 20 minutes and try to do it anyway, right? So that way when you hit the 20 minutes, either you are done with it, or if you are not done with it, you're already in a flow state where you are actually has a motion. Isaac Newton's law, once you are in the state of motion, then it will be easier to continue moving. If you're not done at 20 minutes, reset it again for another 20 minutes and keep doing until you're done with that particular task. I think this will be doing the tick tick in the background, which is fine. So we'll keep it 20 minutes, 25 minutes for now, so I can finish up this video. So I'm practicing what I'm preaching. So let's have that in the background. So now we have that going. Actually, it is annoying. Okay, so now that is done. We talked about 2 tips, the Pomodoro technique and blocking the calendar. Let's see what I have. Okay, this is the 3rd tip. One most likely all of us might be doing, or I'm definitely culprit of doing this. This is looking at the clock and say, you know what, now it's 10:15 or 10:23. So anyway, I'll start at 10:30. Once it hits 10:30, I'll start at that time. So until then, just let me just enjoy the social media, watch some YouTube videos or do some other stuff, go and drink coffee, whatever, right? You're looking for that perfect time. So you have to change that mindset. Instead of looking at, oh, I'll start at 10:30, just think about, okay, now it's 10:23. I have 7 minutes. Maybe I can get some things in that 7 minute and be done with it, right? One of the solution is a 10-minute rule, or you can even reduce it to 5-minute rule. Is that if you are getting distracted, you are in the middle of something and you're getting distracted, then say to yourself that I'll give in to that distraction, but after spending if it's a 5-minute rule for you, then say after spending 5 minutes on this task that I am currently doing, right? I will get back to the distraction. I'm not gonna completely keep myself away from it. I'll go back to it, but let me continue to do what I'm doing for at least for another 5 minutes. So what that helps is you will continue to finish 5 minutes, and when you hit that 5 minutes, you feel like, okay, let me anyway finish it up before you go back to any distraction. So it's instead of instantly jumping back onto any distractions caused by a phone call, message, or social media notification, you're saying I'm not gonna give into that until another 5 minutes, right? So that way you focus on the task at hand and you continue to do that, and that helps a lot. So those are the 3 major tips that I can think of. Not I can think of, or not that I came up with these ideas, but these are the tips that I collected from other online resources and I implemented in my work to make sure I can move forward and continue the task without procrastinating it, because I struggle with it too much. So I find it that I was able to perform things, I was able to complete and check off things that was in my to-do list by implementing these rules. So again, a real example is this video. If you look at my channel, I haven't posted in a while, and that is because It's not because I did not had ideas, or I did not shoot the video, or I did not edit most of the videos. I started recording, then I'll stop it, will not edit it. Sometimes there are videos that I edit, but I feel like it's not good and never posted. I'm actually practicing what I'm preaching here. So these are the notes I took on how I am overcoming procrastination. I was procrastinating on posting a YouTube video on this channel for a long time. So I took this action and did not give in to any distractions for the next 25 minutes that we set on the timer, which is still running because I set it for 25 minutes. Second time it's at 20. So I have 20 more minutes, and you get the point. So let me know in the comments below if it helped, if you are struggling with procrastination and how you are dealing with it. Try to implement these steps, what I mentioned here, and see if that helps you with doing the task and avoid procrastination. Let me know, and I'll be excited to hear what your thoughts are, how you overcome these challenges. Eager to hear back from all of you. So type it in the comment section below. I'll see you in the next one. All right, take care. Bye. Oh, one other thing before I sign off. One other reason I was procrastinating is I was always focused on, the background has to be nice, the desk has to be clean, everything has to be perfect before I can record video, and that never happens. Every time I have to record video, it's always messy because of the light I have to bring in, the audio, the video, everything. So instead of focusing on all those things, just remove the friction. Maybe that's an additional bonus. If there is anything stopping you from doing your thing, identify what is the friction between you not starting the task and completing it, and identify and eliminate it. For me, not recording video, the friction is that I'm focused on setting the background, cleaning the desk and all that, and by the time I do all that, I feel like I'm tired. I don't want to record anything. So once it starts going, I don't have a problem now talking to the camera and keep on going as the clock ticks. So just a bonus tip, if there are frictions that you can identify that is causing you to not want to do the task that you're supposed to do, then try to identify and eliminate that. All right, see you then. Bye.